We're going to talk about the end of AI cheating. How we restore academic integrity with our Integrity Suite. So instead of having those vulnerable assignments, and we are putting in performance-based simulations. And this makes it impossible to do AI shortcuts or even irrelevant. So today there's a crisis. 92% of students, there was a study from Harvard, admit that they are using AI for assignments. This means essay, reports, online tests. All this become no longer valid as measures of learning. So the trust erodes, both in grades, degrees, and this puts the whole institution reputation at the test and risk damaging the brand and declining values of degrees. This is not a small crisis. This is a huge problem because the whole aspect of what people are paying, to go to Harvard or any university is at risk. But it has deeper impacts, and this is for the student. It's not just cheating. It's basically the loss of critical thinking. If you can just feed everything as a homework, don't have to think yourself, that shortcuts the whole learning process. You skip to struggle, to train your muscle for argumentation, to expose your critical thinking, to exercise your analytical skills. So as graduates, you enter in a workforce and you're not prepared. And of course, employers will not accept this. So instead of doing this, what we see here, we want to do this. We want to actually enter the workforce with proven aspects. Now, what's the alternative? This got you approach to have this teacher here becoming the police using AI detection tools. We know that these tools really don't work. They are unreliable, they have false positives, and most important, students are smart. They are very easily tricked. And that becomes, you end up being some type of plagiarism police. Now, instead of doing that, we go to a paradigm shift. We assess action, not text. AI can generate text, but it cannot perform the task. In our environment, whether you have a mobile device, a headset, or whatever, you have to do things. And by doing, we observe, the system observes you and proves if you have the competence or not. If you see that image there, the student has to actually do those steps for logistics and make decisions, like you do in a video game. This restores integrity. This restores fairness across the classrooms. So this is what we call the Integrity Suite. Now, is the Integrity Suite a special software? No. It's actually embedded in EON XR, in EON AI, in more than 10 products. So this is, on top of the tools, also a turnkey library that is AI resistant, that is performance based, and that replaces the traditional essay and reports. Now, in this simulation, we're gonna observe, for example, a step-by-step mission. We have something called procedural simulations. We're gonna observe your decision makers. We have something called decision simulators. We have even creative and exploratory simulators. Every step you take, every move you make, we'll be watching you, or rather the AI will be watching you and see how well you performed. So this aligns the real skills that are required to get that job with what you're learning. So, how does it work? Practical. The practical core capabilities consist of the simulators that I just described, hands-on immersive, the data flywheel, which allows you to track every decision, every action, auto-logs the evidence, the soft skill scenario that allows you to train and assess everything from negotiation techniques or how a patient a doctor-patient relation to many different things, HR, job interviews, you name it. And finally, as an umbrella for this, we use the AI Academy builder that contains all these components in a very nice way. So, It's always nice to lean back and look at before and after. So before you had these essays with multiple choice tests, vulnerable to AI, faculty being detectives, and the whole diminishing of the degree credibility. After this, you have AI resistant performance. Faculty become the mentors. Students are active performers, and degree signifies verified competence. That's the difference. Okay, so we can measure all that. What will be the benefits? Let's take it stakeholder by stakeholder. For the students, they are engaged, interactive in learning, and they have a deeper retention. For the faculty, they are no longer police people. They are freed from that, and they have time to do what they like, mentoring. For the employers, they get graduate with observable, verifiable skills. And for the institutions, they go restore trust, value, and parents now can pay the money required to go through this expensive education with trust that the students will have the right outcomes when they come out. Now, what's the practical steps from going from... I like the idea of think big, start small, and scale in a way that's sustainable. So start small means replace one valuable essay with a simulation, try it out. Scale across departments, and then derive the ROI, reputation, recruitment, retention, the 3 magic R's. And get your degrees and authentic credential back. So my call to actions to you today is lead the future with integrity. Cheating is not tomorrow's threat. It is today's crisis. Defensive tools cannot restore the trust. What you need is Integrity Suite. So, next step, schedule today a demo and receive your institutional integrity audit. We can actually do that for you at no cost, even the demo. So, let's get going. Looking forward to work together. Thank you.